Hi guys, welcome to my first video on YouTube. I am a part-time web developer and a student from Austria, and I started this channel to teach some basic web development with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So today we will build a navigation bar. You see one example here. There's the website name, home, page 1, page 2, page 3. You can get it done with Bootstrap, where you can see that there's an advertisement for that. And yeah, it's pretty easy if you use Bootstrap for that, but we will do it with plain HTML, CSS, and maybe some JavaScript later on, maybe in a different tutorial. But today we will do the basic layout of the navigation bar. So here you see one more example where you have all the listings here. You have home, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So we will use CodePen for that because of the environment. If I wanted to set up a dev environment now, it would be different, a little bit different on Mac and Linux and Mac OS. So we will just use CodePen since the project is rather small. So I hope you are okay with that. Okay, let's start with the description, header HTML maybe, or something like that. And yeah, first we'll define the HTML structure. So let's say HTML, and we will have a head and body. So we will not define the head part since that's not important. We'll just define the body part where our header will be at the end. So we'll say a header, and this is our basic container where we have a section called logo with the class logo. So let's define that. And we'll also have a section which is called nav, maybe, or navigation. So inside the logo, we will actually not create a logo, so we will paste in a h1 with a in like website.org maybe. That should be enough. And for the navigation, we will say nav, and inside the nav we will say a ul, or we can just leave the nav thing and we can make a ul with a list item. Actually make it like 3 list items, and we will say home, about, and contact maybe, or something like that. Doesn't matter. So that should be enough, and that's actually it. We don't need more structure. We don't need to change that. That's how our things will look like. Maybe we will have to add a hamburger bar if we are on a mobile site or something like that. But for the beginning, that should be enough. Okay, so let's start with the CSS. And before I move on, I will set some presets like margin 0 for all elements and padding 0 for all elements. And I will say all ULs should have a list style type none. Can see it now. Yes, now they're gone. Like if I don't do that, it looks like this, and if I add that attribute, it disables those dots on the list items. So yeah, we'll say padding 0. Okay, so that doesn't look nice, I know. So we'll have to add some more styling to it, and we will start with the header. And I will give it a background color so you can see the changes more easily. And yeah, you see it's all over the place now. So we will say it's position fixed since it should be on top. It should stay on top even if we scroll. It's a nav bar. So yeah, and we will say top 0, left 0. We don't need that actually, but we will set it. And we will say width 100% and some height let's say 100 pixels should be enough, or 80, something like that, doesn't matter. Okay, and we'll use this display flexbox for the layout, which makes it a lot easier to build layouts actually. And flexbox has a huge support nowadays. Before, like 1 year ago, it was not that great to use flexbox, but now you can use it with confidence, and it should look great on all modern browsers, and also all the browsers support it now, so that shouldn't be a huge issue. And we say justify content space between. Yes, now website org is here, and our home, about, and contact list items are on the right. So yes, and now we can move on to the sections. Each section should have a width of 50%. So now it's back here, and we'll add, maybe I should do it different. So to see the difference, to see what actually happened now, I will give it a color for both. Background color blue, and the background color for the navigation, and this one should be orange. Right. Okay, so now you see the first section has a 50% width, and the second one as well, because they are both sections. And yeah, that should be enough, because there's enough room for both of them. Okay, so let's focus on the logo section. We can say, we can also use here display flex, since we will not build something big here. So align items center. Yes, that's good. Now the website.org thing is on in the middle, where it should be, and we can also add a simple margin to the H1. Let's say margin left, maybe 10 pixel or 20. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that should do the job. Now to the navigation section, we have a width of 50%. We set it here, and we will also use flexbox here. But before we do that, I have to say that we have here a UL, so we have to focus on that first. So I will say that the UL inside of the navigation, UL, it should have a width of 50% of the navigation section actually. So if we take a look on that now, background color red, now it's just the half of that, and we will say a height of 100, so it goes all the way down. Yes, nice. And so if we say now justify content flex end, it should be at the end now, or not. Justify content flex end. Yeah, because we didn't say display flex. Yeah, silly mistake from me. Sorry for that. Okay, so now it should be done. Yeah, that's enough for the section navigation. We can now focus on the UL part, where we also can use display flex. And now let's say align items center, and justify content flex end. Yeah, that's good. And maybe some margin right. Let's say 10 pixels should be enough. Yeah, that's good. And now we can style the list items that, and then we should be finished actually. And a basic margin of 5 pixels and oh no, 0 and 5 pixels should be enough. Yeah. Now it looks quite good. If we remove all of the colors, we can see it's actually done. So we have our basic header without some fancy animations or something or nice colors, but the layout is done. And for the next video we can focus on the colors, on the animations, on fonts, and on on mobile navigation maybe, and some writing some queries. And yeah, next time we can focus on that. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please leave a like, and you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos from this channel. And I hope we will see you next time.